Now, Farm Bureau presents the finalists for Class 7A 6A Offensive Player of the Year. Kasey Ford, Bentonville.
Coach Jody Grant says Kasey couldn't complete a pass in warm-ups before the 2013 title game. 3 hours later, he won MVP after shredding Cabot for 265 yards and 3 touchdowns in the rain. Strong-armed Kasey Ford passed for almost 1,900 yards and 22 touchdowns as a 10th grader. The next year, he threw for more than 1,600 yards and 17 touchdowns as Bentonville repeated as state champs. Coach Grant says Big Kasey, all 6'6" and 270 pounds, always wanted to be a triple threat, and this fall he showed he was more than just a pocket passer. He ran the power read and caught this touchdown toss. Ford threw for 354 yards in 2 matchups this year against eventual state champion Fayetteville. And in his career, Kasey Ford drove Bentonville to 30 victories, 2 conference titles, and a pair of state championships, while completing 66% of his passes for 5,800 yards and 55 touchdowns.
Luke Hannon, Har-Ber.
When 2 running backs got hurt in 2013, Har-Ber coach Chris Wood stuck a 160-pound sophomore in the lineup at physical Fort Smith Southside. No problem for number 34. Little Luke Hannon hammered 32 times for 130 yards and 2 scores, helping Har-Ber win by a touchdown.
Luke Hannon in on the carry.
A year later and 15 pounds heavier, Hannon paced the 7A West with 1,500 yards and 13 touchdowns. Luke bulked up to 185 pounds as a senior. He increased his hip explosion and continued to keep his shoulder square for quick cuts and long runs. Hannon covered more than 100 yards in 10 games this fall, including 185 and 2 touchdowns in Har-Ber's first victory over Bentonville in 7 years. A week later, against rival Fayetteville, the Wildcats' workhorse carried 47 times for 333 yards and 4 touchdowns. And he made the play of the year just before halftime with this catch. It helped Har-Ber win the West for the first time in 6 seasons. He ran for almost 2,100 yards as a senior, averaging 200 yards in 3 playoff games as the Wildcats advanced to the state championship game. And Luke Hannon exits with 29 touchdowns and as the career leading rusher for Springdale schools with 3,886 yards.
Hey, get a quick drink, and then you can go right back in. Hey, just get some more and you go back. Good.
How did he catch me?
I don't know, you did good.
Romar Reeds, Pine Bluff.
He's a rare breed these days. Tenacity, discipline, and a passion for football make Romar Reeds the ultimate throwback player. Romar started at linebacker as a sophomore and rotated at tailback. Reeds raced 47 yards for a touchdown in the state title game against El Dorado and forced this fumble in the end zone. A year later, number 44 returned at linebacker and his workload increased on offense. Romar finished with 61 tackles as a junior and rushed for more than 800 yards and 15 touchdowns, including more than 100 yards and this score as the Z's won a state title for the first time since 1995. This fall, the 195-pounder took over as Pine Bluff's premier tailback, rushing for 1,300 yards and 17 TDs. At Lake Hamilton, Romar sprained his ankle in the first quarter, but returned on the next series and made this run that ended with a dislocated finger. No worries, Romar returned in the second quarter and took one to the house. Gritty Romar Reeds finishes a terrific 3-year career with 2,700 yards and 39 touchdowns, helping Pine Bluff win 35 games and back-to-back state championships.